Meet Natalie. Natalie loves books.
This is your brain on books. Any questions? And this is Angela. She's a very serious jazz singer.
Shooby-dooby-dooby-doop-doop-doo. And sure, we both like to stay informed, but this world sometimes, am I right? You know what we need? 30 minutes of meditation.
Pop culture meditation.
So we're here to remind you.
We get it. You're smart. But right now, take a deep breath and put your books down.
Hello, Natalie.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
So that's the way, you know, that what gets stuck in my head all the time is that meme thing, clip or whatever on Instagram where it's like that older woman's like, surprise, surprise.
Yes. Surprise, surprise. Yes.
I mean, it literally goes on a loop.
I get it in my head too. That's so
But then
funny.
I'll just like say other things in that way, like, hello, hello. I mean, or like, feed me now. I mean, it's just like too much.
I know.
Anyway,
hi. Okay. Well, everybody, welcome to Put Your Books Down, everybody. This is our 101st episode. Yes.
101st.
Thank you.
Yay.
101. Here it is.
Yep.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Put Your Books Down. I'm Angela Bingham. I am the co-host with our friend Natalie Sanderson over here. And Natalie, you just got back from a whitewater floating down a river. You literally came screeching in to get on the podcast this afternoon.
Right off the yak.
Like literally right off.
River talk.
Right off the yak.
Right off that yak.
No, almost not even time to shower. Not even time to get the yak stank off that bod.
I couldn't. I was too tall for the shower nozzle in our Airbnb, which is really nice, by the way.
Yeah.
So I just did we had a hot tub.
Yeah.
So I got in the hot tub when we got back. It was pouring down rain in the last bit of our float on the Buffalo River up in like by Jasper, Arkansas, in like Compton, Boxley area, Ponca. And I went with my gal pals. It was so sweet. And we did an 8-miler, and it was, Maggie and I shared a yak, and everybody else had their own yaks. And that's kayak for people that aren't familiar with
everybody.
River talk.
Right.
And it was really beautiful. The sun came out for us and all of our wonderful energy. And it was me and Holly. I don't know, Holly and Katie and our friend Kokomo and Autumn and our friend Howard. Her name's Heather. We call her Howard. And Casey and Maggie. And we went up there for a little getaway. And then last night after our 8-miler, and let me tell you something. I'm usually a day 2 on soreness, and it's happening.
Yeah.
As I was driving home, my hands are a little swollen, a little bruised from the yak and
did a lot of hard
paddling.
work.
That it's a lot of hard work. There was like really rough waters.
I know. And it's a lot.
With 2 people, you have to find your rhythm. And then towards the end, when it was like constantly choppy and constantly all this white water, Maggie and I found our groove, and we were like, go, go. And Maggie, like, in that moment that you're like, don't want to flip over, and you say things, and Maggie was in the back, and she'd go harder, like one side. And like, I'm like dying because it's like listening to Maggie be like, hard on that side. I was like, I think I am. I think it is. And we did great though. We just like flew out of there. And that evening we got to reside in the hot tub and hose off, but I didn't wash my hair. Yeah. And I wore a hat, so it was real cute.
Good.
And they did a little belated birthday celebration for me.
That.
And guess what they did, y'all? I mean, I almost I did tear up because it was just so thoughtful. They, like, Holly did this, like, they planned this whole thing. All of them did, and made hot dogs, Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And these unbelievable nachos.
Oh my gosh.
And then Autumn made this, and so they teased me a little bit about how I love Werther's, and I'm not sure. I love a Werther's. Okay,
I love a Werther's.
I don't love a what's that raisin one? The other one, like the dark, thick. Tootsie Roll type one.
Oh, I don't know.
Reasons. Anyway.
Chocolate Raisin. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
But I love a
Raisins. Yes.
Werther's.
Yes, right.
We have them at the office.
Yes.
I love a Werther's. Autumn made a Werther's cake.
Oh my gosh.
And she's like a baker. So it's like the
so
moist
cute.
salted caramel, like with Werther's all around it. And
cute.
And caramel popcorn on the top because of the movie. The theme was movie night.
Oh, I love it.
We had the old school popcorn on the foil with the stick.
Oh, like the Jiffy Pop?
We almost, but they didn't work and we definitely almost burned down the kitchen,
Airbnb.
But it didn't matter because we were so full we had like nerds and all this like candy and snacks. Like it was so thoughtful. That is so sweet.
That is the Nataliest birthday ever.
I know. I just wanted to crawl in all of their laps and just like hugs. I mean, it was just really, really sweet. And
I love it.
They sang to me. And I had a little happy birthday, little tiara thing on. And we all had our matching River shirts on called Hootin' and a Hollerin' or something. We all bought.
You guys.
It was darling.
So sweet.
But we didn't have like really strong Wi-Fi and, we couldn't really stream anything. So, but this house had all the cable channels. So it was like old school. So whatever we watched, we would try and catch it.
Yes.
If only like 15 minutes had gone in and we would watch it. So
yes. Old school style.
So I'll tell you what we watched when we start talking about our stuff.
Okay.
But 3 real good ones. And we watched only one entire one that felt like 3 in 1. And you'll know what it is when I tell you. But anyway, how was your weekend?
It was good. I've just been what did I do? I had a gig last night. It was our first gig back with Frank having had his heart attack. Yes. And we had so much fun on this gig. It was just the two of us at Pimento Tea Room, and the audience, like the crowd in there, was going wild. And by the end of the night, they were like doing a sing-along. Like it was a sing-along.
Stop. It's like your gig became the big chill for everyone.
It was seriously like I felt like I was like at, you could have like transported us to like a little, like it had like the vibes of like a little mountain chalet, like everybody's like back from their ski trip, and like they're all tired and they've got their hottie toddies or whatever. And they're just like singing along and it's like just all
everyone's
fun
cleaning up the kitchen together from the dinner party. And
like
just,
it was had that vibe.
And what was the song that was the big hit sing-along?
So it was really funny. There was this group of ladies that had finished their dinner and they came into the lounge where we were playing and they listened to the last couple songs. So I played Moon River, which they all went crazy because they love Moon River. Everybody loves Moon River.
I could have played the piano for you in case you'll ever need backup, remember?
Yeah. So. I'll let Frank know next time.
Just as a stand-in, if ever.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You never know.
You never know. It's good to know you have that skill,
Fillers.
So we did that. And then I was like, Frank, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I was like, I know what we're going to do. And
Sweet Caroline.
Goddamn if we didn't do The Girl from Ipanema.
Oh,
and
so good.
I'm like, Oi, que coisa mais linda, mais cheia de graça. And I sing the whole thing in all the Portuguese and everything.
It got a little hot in here.
I know, it's getting, whew. And then
my lights turned on.
I'm glad to know that I still have that effect on you. And then
you got it.
When you got it, you got it. And so then the second time I sang it, I'm like, all right, there's a sing-along now, ladies. And they're all in the room, in the lounge. And they're like all ready for it. And I'm like, I didn't know that they were going to sing every single word from the beginning of the entire song. And they're all like, tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking. And it was like the whole entire time. And I was like, when she passes each one, she passes, goes, and everybody in the whole room goes, like it was so funny. It was hilarious.
I wish we had a video of it.
I have a video of it only in my mind.
You know what? And in your heart.
And
Let's
in my
just
heart.
say that.
Yeah.
Too.
And it was just a blast. They just loved it. And there was a guy there who was like an 80-year-old who is my
Do I
new
know
group.
Him? Just kidding.
You're like Leslie Bibb on Palm Royale.
No.
Okay, sorry.
No, not like that.
Yeah, no. I'm just kidding. But no, his name's Bob, and he has been to my last 3 shows. Like he went to my and I don't even know.
That's how I mean it, like that.
Yeah.
Old man magnet, like dirty old man magnet.
100%. And I went up to their table on my break and I was like, you look so familiar. And they're like, they called me over. They're like, he's like, I've been to all 3 of your last shows, like in Durham. And I saw you in Durham last week.
He's wearing a t-shirt with your face on it. And like, instead of waiting for Guffman, instead of saying quirky, he's not going, Angela!
Exactly. And so I was
Will you
dying.
sign your autograph? Sign it on my back.
Yeah.
Right all over my back. Sign it right on my back.
So, yeah, he's like, I just love your voice. And, he's my new best friend. His name's Bob. So
Okay.
anyway, he's coming
Like
to all my shows.
Buffalo Bob?
No, Natalie,
I'm
don't
just
be
kidding.
just
We
why
love
do you have to
Bob.
ruin things?
Because I watch true crime
I
and
know,
thrillers.
I know.
Let's cool it with
Let's
the
cool
ruining
it.
of
I know.
things.
Yeah, we really need to stop ruining
It was just
things.
a spin.
Yeah.
I wasn't ruining it.
It's fine.
I can't wait to hang out with Bob.
I know. You're gonna one of these days. All right. Listen.
What?
We have a fun.
We need to catch up. We got so much to catch up on.
We have a fun show today because all we're doing today is we're just shooting the shite.
Yeah,
That's
girl,
all
we
we're
gotta
doing.
catch up. We have been so busy. We haven't been able to talk about what the programs I'm watching.
No.
We all text about it.
I know,
but it's not the same.
It's not the same as just talking about it,
popping off at the mouth on it.
Exactly.
So,
right.
about it.
Yes.
You know what I'm
so
saying.
we're gonna just list. I'm gonna just go through some stuff. You're gonna go through some stuff, and so listeners. Enjoy this little roundup of things we've been watching lately.
Or listening to. I've got some stuff.
Okay. So I'm going to go jump right in here with, here's what I've been watching on Max. I'm going to go by network, okay? So I'm going to do Max, Apple TV, Hulu, Netflix, okay?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Hacks is back on.
I haven't started. Don't.
It is back on.
I'm waiting.
And it is
I'm waiting.
better than ever.
I have that to talk about. I'm not going to do what I've done with Palm Royale and have to wait every stupid week.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
You're
going
just going to
build them
up. Yeah.
Because
that's a good idea.
seen the trailer alone had me on the floor. She's never been. Jean Smart has never. She's sharper.
I know.
She's just.
There's a scene.
She's just better and better.
There is a scene where they're lifting. They've had it in the promo where they're lifting her up. It's hilarious. You're not ready for what's happening in this next season. Is it season 3 or season 2?
Yeah, 3.
Season 3. Yeah, and it's fantastic.
I'm so excited, but I'm not going to go through what I've been going through.
No. Just let them build up and then watch a whole bunch at the same time. Okay. The other thing on Max that I watched recently was Quiet on Set.
I haven't. I'm on the 3rd episode and had to take a break.
Yeah, you had to take a little break, right? That's the one about the kids that were on Nickelodeon and all of the inappropriate things that they were made to do.
Dan, blah, blah, but he's not the one. It was Brian. There was another guy the dialect coach or
basically,
something.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's just a bunch of pedophiles.
It's a big old pervert show.
Which
that's not a show. It's about perverts
on set
that had correspondence with John Wayne Gacy.
Oh yeah, it's too much.
I don't know if I've ever used the term red flag in a more accurate setting.
I know,
but when you are friends with somebody, who used to correspond with John Wayne Gacy,
that's gigantic.
Move along. I'm not interested in what you're selling.
That's a huge red flag.
She's fucking crazy.
People, that's an SNL reference if you don't.
When all her friends are dudes. That's a major red flag. She's funny. But not funny like, ha ha. Funny like, yikes. We'll have to post that. That's one of my favorites. Saturday Night Live, Kristen Wiig.
And John Hamm is narrating it, right? Is it John? No, it's Alec Baldwin narrating it. Yeah.
She's exquisite.
Okay. Then the other thing is I tried to watch and I unsuccessfully Massacre of the Mormons. It just goes too slow.
Turned it off.
It's too much dialogue and not enough action.
I thought we were done. I thought we did it. And then they're like weeks or months later, they're like, new episode. I'm like, hey.
I know.
Well, I tried it also with Max. What's that Synchronaka? What's that show? The Shamalama Ding Dong about the mean cult.
Synanon. Yeah, I watched some of that too. It's just like,
I'm not glued.
I haven't been riveted by any good true crime docs lately.
Max has this show called Evil Lives Here.
Oh, that is a good show. I've watched some of those. I
always watch those. And Death by Fame.
Death by Fame is good too.
Death by Fame. And then American Monster.
Yeah. Well.
And then Bad Romance. That might be on Hulu. But Max has all the investigation discovery.
Right.
Stuff like Who the Bleep Did I Marry?
Yes.
That's always good. Deathly Vows.
Right. Lots of murder shows.
Yeah. Well,
but this is the kind of the piece de resistance for me right now that I really want to talk about the most. Speaking of your whitewater rafting trip or whatever you were doing, it was floating, not rafting.
with some rapids.
With some yaks.
There were some like Meryl Streep moments.
Okay. So there is a show on Max and it's called Gold Rush Whitewater.
Yeah, I saw the cover for that.
It is about
What's that about?
It's a reality. It's like a reality show.
It sounds really boring.
It's riveting. Okay. It's about these guys that are mining for gold in Alaska, but they are mining for gold like in whitewater rapids. Okay. So,
that doesn't make sense.
Okay. But
are they wearing scuba gear?
Yes. Like he's going down and diving down to the bottom of these gullies and like panning for gold. Like it's cray.
Like actually.
Like actually doing this. This is like a reality show.
Is that the same as kerplunking? Is this another one of those things where I say the wrong word that means something probably weird?
Because I think the word
kerplunking is spelunking.
I think it's spelunking.
As long as it's not a deviant sexual term that I think is meaning something else, like we went through with that one time.
Right.
That's fine.
Right. No.
We're not going to go back to. You know what?
We're not going to go back to that.
I don't want
going back to that.
As long as I'm not saying something like that, we're good. No. So it's not kerplunking.
No, it's spelunking. But this is not like spelunking.
Neither here nor there.
It is probably more like kerplunking because he does dunk into the water when he goes.
I'd say he kerplunks into the water. So maybe y'all should just trust me and cool it and just know I know.
Exactly. Yeah. There was a scene actually where, so like it's this guy, he's like in his 40s and then his dad who's like 72 years old or something. And the dad is like this old, like crotchety, I know I've been mining for 50 years. I know exactly what to do. And then the son's like this younger whippersnapper who's from Louisiana and he has that total like Louisiana accent. It is
Cajun, like kind of swamp people like shoot them.
No, it kind of sounds like
they're get that gator.
Okay, yeah, it's exactly like that. They kind of sound like they're from Boston, kind of. Right. Yeah. So, but yeah. And so he's like this experienced diver guy and his dad's always trying to like, tell him what he knows. There's the drama of them butting heads. Anyway, and it's riveting. And I have to tell you, Natalie, like I started watching it today and I couldn't stop watching it. And now Frank is literally downstairs watching it as we speak because I got him addicted to it. And it's one of those things.
Not something I would have ever thought you would have.
I know, but did you ever watch the one about the deep sea diving to catch the fish? What's that one?
Deep sea diving? No,
the one
drowning stuff scares me.
Or the one where they catch big fish out on the wild waters, like
Deadliest Catch.
Yeah, Deadliest Catch. It's kind of
watch? They all die.
It's kind of those vibes.
Well, that's adventure.
Yeah, so that's what
I was kind of like when I was into Mount Everest. Remember, I was obsessed with Mount Everest.
You keep bringing that up, but I don't remember when that was.
That's all I watched for like a year. Were Mount Everest docs, and right after that was North Korea.
Oh, well, okay. Anyway, so that's
documentaries.
That's what I've been watching on Max. What about you?
Okay.
Tell us what you've been watching on Max or whatever you want to bring up. Okay.
So now, I'm gonna address the baby reindeer in the room.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
Let me tell you something.
This is ladies and gentlemen. This is called Baby Reindeer. It's on Netflix. It's been out for I don't know how long.
A week,
perhaps. Everybody I know is talking about this. There are certain people that should just never ever watch this. Just FYI, it should come with a warning label because it's.
The warning gives they do the warning like 4 episodes in, so you're already hooked. So it's like okay, and they're like trigger warning, and it's not even that it's just trigger warning for everybody. It's just wildly sickening of like this trauma and abuse and the R word
stalking
and so it's this older woman goes into a bar.
She's not older. She's like a medium aged lady.
She's actually 42. So this old hag comes into a bar in London and the bartender is nice to her and like gives her a free cup of tea. And she's like, you think she's kind of endearing at first. And then you just can tell that she's got crazy gal
Something's
vibes.
Not right.
Something ain't right. But she's got this laugh that he likes and he gets attention. Let me tell you something. First and foremost, he don't love himself. Okay.
That's the first and foremost.
First and foremost, like any attention is good attention. And even if it just, let me tell you, just because someone pays you a compliment,
right,
it doesn't need to give them, you don't have to give them free tea. Now, I'm saying that to myself. Okay. No, I am not preaching. I am not judging. I'm literally saying this out loud. So my inner Natalie will hear this and say, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm guilty.
I know.
As charged.
Right.
So, anywho, and then this lady becomes the craziest bitch you've ever seen in your life.
And she stalks the crap out of this guy. Yeah.
I'm not going to get into, it's really, it was kind of not funny, but
not like
a little
funny,
bit kitschy, a little kitschy at first. It was kind of I laughed. I was like, she's wow. Then it's just not funny anymore. It's really fucking weird and just really fucked up, but it's really well done. It's shot really well. I think that the acting is incredible. I think that woman is going to win all the awards. I think that quite frankly, both of them, I think the acting was ridiculous. She's something.
I know.
And so it's it's worth watching some of it, but if you can't finish it, shoot me a text and I'll just tell you everything you need to know and you can move on with your life. I'm trying to.
I want people to know. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I watched this in the midst of the worst hot flash I've ever had in my life.
That was maybe a mistake.
And it was a huge, tiny mistake.
Yes.
And it was because my pellet it was just not.
Yes.
It wouldn't.
You were just not.
Yeah. It couldn't go away because this show, I just don't think it's not a good combo.
No.
So let's make sure everybody's feeling good.
Yep.
You'll feel gross after, but not for the first few eps.
Yep.
Just be mindful. I wish I'd had that warning.
Everything takes a massive turn in episode 4, and you don't know what you don't know what's going on with your life and why you're watching this, and you don't understand, and then you keep
feel weird
watching
for
it.
watching it,
and it's almost like meta because it's like meta because you don't know why you keep watching it, and similar in the storyline, we don't know why he's doing what he's doing by going back to this situation, and you're like,
it's like a car accident, you can't take your eyes off of it. And
it was kind of like with Breaking Bad, like how you get addicted to Breaking Bad is kind of like how the meth addicts get addicted to the meth in Breaking Bad. It's very meta. So it was kind of like that for me. I just kept watching and I'm like, why do I keep going back to this?
Because you have to know.
Ugh.
It's also we watch cult documentaries and we know what happens. We know with mass suicides and we watch all that stuff because it's fascinating. It's just you just you turn it into a psychology of human behavior. It's it's interesting and curiosity.
Yeah. Sure.
Curiosity killed the cat. It's true. And literally in Don't F with Cats.
Yeah. Oh my.
That was another docuseries that I had to keep keep watching.
Could not turn it off.
I closed my eyes and closed my ears and lots of it, but I had to.
I know.
That was one where I'm like, why am I doing this? Oh. Because it's just you just gotta.
You can't stop. Was Don't F with Cats? Was that on Netflix too? I think it is.
It's still on Netflix.
So Netflix, ladies and gentlemen, that was my only Netflix thing that I've actually watched. The other thing I've been watching religiously, of course, is Apple TV's Palm Royale, which I cannot get enough of. We've said this before.
I know.
It's gotten so good. Every single episode just gets better and better and better.
The finale is on this coming Wednesday.
Yes.
And guess what?
What?
Yeah. The Arkansas Cinema Society, is in Little Rock, is at the Art Center, and Josh Lucas is coming here with the Plemons executive producer, who's the executive producer of the show.
Okay,
she's best friends with Courtney Cox. She's from Fort Smith. He's coming for the screening of the finale at the Art Center, and I didn't even know about it, so I put me and Scott on the wait list, and it's Tuesday.
Well,
it's not going to happen, but I wish I'd known.
Do we need to take a moment?
Take a moment. Yeah, I know. But I'm so sad that it's going to be over because Ricky Martin is just never. He's going to win stuff too. They're all going to
I know they're all going to win. Ricky Martin is it's gonna be amazing. I saw Kristen Wiig. I was watching an interview with her, and they were saying just the way that the show looks is so amazing, the art direction of it, and the way that the characters and all their outfits and all their makeup and all the background things and all of the patterns and their dresses and the whole 9 yards, the whole entire thing is just a feast for the eyes. It just is.
And even the character development, all of it is just.
I know, it's fantastic.
It's a great show.
Can't get enough.
And the other show on Apple I tried to watch. I'm not sure if Scott is still watching it. I quit. Was Sugar.
Frank is watching that.
It's Colin Farrell. I watched the first 3 episodes.
Yeah. Frank's watching it right now. Yeah.
What's up?
He said he likes it, but apparently I'm going to just do a spoiler.
It looks like it's shot by the dog that's walking around. Like that's where the camera is in the dog's collar. And I get motion sickness and I'm just like, I don't want to see it from the dog's perspective.
Right. Well, apparently.
Like I'm looking up at watching this like interaction as the dog.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen any of it.
Frankly, I don't buy a Leave It to Beaver detective investigator person that's like, this just believes in the good in people.
Well, guess what?
He's a secret serial killer. He must be.
Guess what?
What?
He's an extraterrestrial.
I fucking hate that show. Are you serious?
Frank just told me that this morning. He's like,
Scott made a notice. He was like, he noticed something about like, I think Scott kind of picked up on something like that.
I hope I didn't spoil it for Scott.
Well, I think he kind of thought that was something up with that.
He didn't know.
Oh, no, he just walked over and mouthed, what the fuck?
Sorry, Scott. Spoiler alert. Sorry.
So does he befriend a kid that wears hoodies and do they ride bikes?
They fly through the air. Yeah. Does he dress up as an old lady and hide with the
government? Yeah. Is Drew Barrymore in it?
Yeah. Anyway, that's what's happening with that.
All right.
Or that's what I heard this morning. I don't know any details, so don't hold me to it. But that's what I heard this morning from Frank. Okay.
All right.
That's the first thing he said to me. Guess what? He's an ET. All right.
Oh.
He's an alien. I'm like, what? He's like, he's an alien.
Yeah. Well, is he having an affair with Amy Ryan? Because he should disclose that. He could probably get arrested if he didn't tell her he's an alien.
I don't know.
Or that's just bad behavior.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't know if he's having love for her or not. I just know that he liked the woman in it.
It's a bad boy alien. I don't know.
All right.
I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. All right, listen, girlfriend.
So I want to tell you the movies I watched on the
tell
float.
me. Yes.
So it was like old times when you have to like click and you have to just be down to start wherever
commit.
It's at.
You got to commit. Yeah.
So we did Bridget Jones' Diary.
Oh, love.
Starting from the part where Hugh Grant drops her off at the party where she's wearing the bunny outfit.
The Tots and Vickas. It's the Tarts and Vickers
Tarts
party.
And Vickas. So we watched it from then to the end.
So good.
And then we got into Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx.
Oh my gosh.
And we missed the first like 20 minutes of that and then watched that whole thing.
Yeah. It's a good movie, right?
It's a good movie.
Yeah. I think Frank and I watched that recently.
We kept calling Tom Cruise Dusty because he had dusty gray hair in it. And I think Katie made enough talking about Dusty. He was like, he's Dusty because it's like a gray suit.
Right.
Like he just didn't look right.
He's a steady and
Scott,
gray.
you're not Dusty.
Scott's just salt and pepper.
Yeah, he's salt and
distinguished.
Pepper vibes. Yeah, there was no pepper. Yeah. Anyways, so and then the last movie we watched all of, which why I don't remember, like we know this movie well. I really thought I knew this whole movie inside and out.
What?
Speed. Let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah.
That movie is 3 different movies in one. We watched it from beginning to end. I was like, what in the hell? Like, there's a whole movie before we even get to the damn bus.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole movie after we get off the bus.
Isn't it weird?
And we were like, ay, we're tired.
Right.
But this is the only movie we're watching in full. Right. And then we kept being like, wait, do we remember this part? We were like, and then we all kept being like, oh, this is the part where Jeff Daniels gets it, and it's the very first 5 minutes. And no, he didn't.
Nope.
No, he gets it later. But like, it's like we kept remembering everything wrong. We're like, oh, that's that woman, and we had to keep Googling because we're like,
right?
Have we ever even seen Speed? But do you know why, Angela, that we couldn't remember? Is because we saw it in the theater 30 years ago.
It's true. That is why. That is totally why.
And Kokomo said, she was like, I saw it 30 years ago, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And she goes, guess when you saw it?
Yeah.
Like, what? She's like, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
You're old too.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am. I'm not the baby anymore.
You're medium aged. I'm calling it medium aged now. That's that's my new thing.
It's not the bebe.
No.
Which is my nickname in my family. Not anymore.
Well, anyway. You'll always be the bebe of the family.
But 30 years ago.
You're always going to be younger than them. Hello.
Oh, that's not a lie.
Welcome to my world. Yeah.
I win.
We win. We get all the art. Like when everybody's gone, like I get it all. It's all for me. Of course, I'll be like 85, but whatever. Okay,
enjoy it while you can.
Exactly. Well,
but
so
but that was that movie.
that is riveting.
Do you remember all the bits of Speed?
The only thing I remember about Speed is the bus. That's the only
thing. Let me tell you
thing.
something though. the one-liners in this movie are worth watching that whole 4-hour long action movie.
Now,
because
is it really long?
Dennis
Is it like
Hopper is so like awkward, cringe, bad guy with like the best sayings. He's like, "You got it, punk," and like Keanu Reeves walks off. He's like, "Oh, go to hell, crickets, punk," and then it cuts to the next scene. So it's like all like real choppy.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
And Sandra Bullock's skin in this movie and her haircut and her outfit.
Oh, I know.
There it is.
It's the 90s personified.
But they're all very lighthearted and jokey with the bomb on the bus. She's like, "Is this your first time on a bus?" I mean, there's all these like jokes. And I'm like, I would not be laughing about anything right now. She's like, "Lighten up, will you?" I'm like, it's not really a good time to flirt. Okay, keep the bus above 50 or we're dead meat.
Right.
Got it?
Right.
Yeah, it's just so 90s, but it was.
Yeah. Wow.
It was that. But everything else I've been watching has been like, I haven't been watching that much stuff. It's been busy, but I always listen to my smart list.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And have you heard the one with the three presidents yet?
No, I haven't yet.
It was Obama, Biden, and Bill Clinton.
Oh, no, I have not.
It's new.
Oh, is it good?
It's really good.
Okay, I'm going to go listen to it.
And the Larry David one's really good too.
Speaking of Hulu, guess what I've been watching on Hulu religiously?
Fargo.
No, but I haven't. I did we talked about this
Fargo
last time, but I haven't finished Fargo yet. But listen, I'm watching Dawson's Creek still.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
We call it DC.
You call
DC Dawson Creek Night every Wednesdays.
Okay. Well, I just call it Pacey now. I'm just gonna go watch Pacey. I just turn on Pacey.
I know.
At the beginning, remember when I said like, "Oh, Pacey just gives me total anxiety." In that first season, you were like, "He's gonna grow on you. He's gonna grow on you, and then you're gonna love him." Because at first I was like, "Am I a Dawson person?" And then I'm like, "No,
we would
not a Dawson person."
Listen, girl, you are not a Dawson person.
But I do have to say, Michelle Williams in this TV show, she gives it all. I can't even with her. Like it's just her hairdo,
dramatic work.
Her dramatic.
And her amazing eyeliner.
I cannot get enough.
Well, how cringy wonderful is Katie Holmes with like pulling her hair behind her ears? She's like, "Dawson."
Yeah. And also how like I
just work at a restaurant in Cape Cod.
Yeah, exactly. She's like she's like, "But I'm not beautiful." And you're like,
"I am just a boy."
Okay.
I'm just one of the guys.
Okay.
With her like weird always confused face. Like,
man, you are doing, oh my God, you're so good at that.
You know why?
I know why.
Because I have a knack.
For impressions.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
it's going on my tombstone.
It's going on. So, listen. Anyway, I just wanted to mention Dawson's Creek again. If anybody out there hasn't watched
season are you on Dawson's Creek?
I think I'm on 3 now. I'm really going slowly.
They're not in college yet.
They're not in college yet, but you would think they're in college by the way that they're acting.
Because they're 35.
They're
the vocabulary.
Yes,
did you not notice how they use all those big? They use a thesaurus and like the toilet paper thesaurus, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, and like we just went through. What was the episode that we just went through? I can't remember right now, but. It's just all of the like social commentary that is now being made. There's a lot of social commentary, like, there's a gay character now and like, blah, 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 Jack. And like, he's just a fantastic actor.
But it's like, and then, the hypothesis of like my emotional state right now is not standard or like proportionate to the relativity of what my brain is thinking with the way you just said what you said.
And cognitively, I just don't even know where to put that. Yeah. It's like that.
It's just
the language is just, it's over the top. Okay, so
it's really Shakespearean.
Yeah. What? So do you have more that you've been watching that you want to share with us? Because I have a chicka bow bow.
Oh, I don't.
I have a chick.
I don't.
Chick chicka chicka chicka. This is our new stopping point.
Chick stop. Oh yeah.
Chick stop.
Oh yeah.
Chick chicka chicka. Okay, so here's my chick stop. I just read an article in Rolling Stone about Kate Hudson's music career that she has revamped Well, she
have
has.
Have you heard it all?
She's vamped it. Okay, so
I
here's
know
the
your
thing.
thoughts.
Before you start going down, first of all, I love Kate Hudson.
I do too. Hello, I do
too. The way you just asked me, have you heard it all? It made it sound like you're.
I just know how professional and I would just not, and she is too. But I've just, it's very Joss Stone.
It is
to me.
She's giving very Joss Stone vibes.
But I think she's amazing, and she obviously can sing. We knew that in the movie 9. I thought she was amazing.
Yep. She is a really good singer.
Yeah.
I read this article, and she was saying that people have been wanting to make records with her for a long time. They've been like, come on, let's just do it. Industry people have been wanting to say, Kate, come on, get off your butt. Let's do it. And she was like, well, I think acting is so much easier than being a singer, because with acting, you're not putting your neck out on the line. If it's a bad script, somebody else wrote the script, or if the movie doesn't turn out, it's somebody else's vision. She's like, but with singing, it's it's all me, and it's naked, and the judgment and the rejection is 20-fold, 100-fold, whatever. Terrifying, right?
Yeah.
And she also said that she absolutely wants to play Stevie Nicks in a movie. And I was like, yeah, okay.
Sure. I'll take it.
Go for that. Because she is kind of giving those Joss Stone,
she's witchy.
She's kind of witchy.
She reminds me of the sound of her voice, and I've heard it, and she's really talented. And I'm like, okay. And I like it.
Yeah.
But it's really it reminds me of riding in my mom's car, when I was young, and Sally's got her disc changer on, and it's a lot of Sean Colvin.
Yes.
Joss Stone. We got Celine Dion first album. We've got
we got some
Raitt.
Bonnie Raitt.
Yes. And I love all those people.
All of it. Yeah.
But it's a lot of Paula Cole.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait. It's a lot of raspier. It's very 90s. 90s
rock.
Older lady
rock
music.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
She's kind of wanting to rock out.
She's like a singing dream catcher.
Yeah.
Which is perfect. Which is perfect for Stevie Nicks.
Yeah. I just like that she's expressing herself in this way. I think I think everybody should sing, obviously, unless you're certain people. Just kidding. I'm not going to mention who.
Well, you should sing it. You should sing unless you're bad at it.
Sing. No, everybody should sing. You don't have to make a record.
Right.
I mean,
you sing it loud by yourself.
You know what? That reminds me. How is your record coming along?
Song.
How's your record coming along? Natalie's greatest, Chunk's greatest hits by Natalie. Chunk's greatest hits.
That was Sloth's greatest hits.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Chunk. Sloth.
Thanks for the chunks. Preach.
Sorry.
I did eat hot dogs last night. Sue me.
You don't look like you did.
Kraft mac and cheese. Sue me. I'm a little puffy. Anyway.
Sloth's greatest hits. Sloth's greatest. Sorry.
Sloth's greatest hits.
We're getting off topic here.
It's going really well. I've been writing again. So I will, once I get back to, I had a blog for a while, so I was just doing covers, mostly Ella Fitzgerald covers. Oh. And I kind of was in your lane a little bit. And then I was like, skirt, I should get in my own lane. So now I'm exclusively trying to stick to Nora Jones.
Got it. Cool.
I'm just kidding. I don't listen to Nora Jones.
All right, just kidding. So anyway, Kate Hudson has a music career, everybody. Yeah. It's adorable. I think she's super cute, and I hope she has great success. That's all I want to say.
She's having fun.
Yeah. So that's all I got for today, girlfriend. I feel like we wrap this up and let people get on with their lives.
Beautiful, glossy package.
Exactly. Tie a nice little bow right on the top.
Boop.
Yeah. I just love talking with you today, Natalie.
I love talking with you too.
I hope that our listeners enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this podcast, or if you enjoy this podcast, perhaps the 2 people that listen to this podcast could tell 2 people, and they could tell 2 people, and so on and so forth. And then they could maybe share it on their social media, and they could follow us on YouTube, etc., etc.
I mean, just do you, but that would be really sweet.
It would be really sweet.
Yeah. And we're so grateful for all the support that we do have. That's 5 people it's a lot of people.
I know. It's a lot. It's a lot of people.
We are doing well.
We are kind of a big deal. Oh, we are up for the best podcast in Arkansas. though.
For Arkansas Times.
Arkansas Times. So,
Yes.
Go out there and vote, people. Go check and vote for that.
Check and vote.
Maybe we want you to vote.
We're only up against like other podcasts from all over America and not locally. I mean, we're just like, these are ones that's
whatever.
Like, we have our expectations have been managed. Okay.
Yep.
But let's have fun.
Let's just have a little fun. Okay.
Everybody lighten up.
Everybody just lighten up. Anyway, so welcome back from the yak, hun. I'm glad you had a great time.
I did.
I saw your guns in a picture. I was like, damn, somebody's been to the gun show. Like, what's up?
You.
That Pilates is really paying off. Like,
Body
damn,
by Joey.
girl.
Thank you.
Anyway, so you can give me a compliment now too.
Well, I will tell you this. First and foremost. I don't know what's going on with this light that's around you and coming out through your cheeks and that perfect lip. But you got some good energy, girl. And I'm taking it in, and you're glowing. You're vibing. You've been through a ringer.
Yeah.
And I think that you're
kind of going a little too far with this.
No, I'm not. I think you just seem like you're really good, and you're always very pretty.
You could just say
you're not supposed to like interrupt someone in the middle of their compliment to you.
Well, sometimes if the compliment goes on too long, it feels a little disingenuous.
Since when am I disingenuous? Good word, by the way.
Wait, what was the word that's on your candle?
The one that describes me?
Yes.
Is perspicuous.
You are quite perspicuous. Okay. Not perspicacious. I'm
not disingenuous.
You're not disingenuous. I was just joking. You're genuous.
Ignorant.
You're genuous. You're genuous always. All right, girl. That's it. We're wrapping it up. I love you.
All right.
Have a wonderful day. I will see you soon. And to you, I say,
namaste. Good luck with Kate Hudson's new album. Let me know.
Yeah, that's great. Namaste. I
got one more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Namaste. Something to talk about.
How about love? I love it when we sing. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Now, isn't that better? Thanks for listening. Feel free to leave us a review and be sure to subscribe wherever you get your shows. Put Your Books Down is produced by ClantonCreative.com.